I'm going to go ahead and terrestrialize into water typing because there's only a couple scenarios here. Either he terrestrializes straight away into grass, or he just predicts me overly and just goes for Bitter Blade, which works out fine. That does no damage. I could just Swords Dance for free. Now, because I'm a Violate, I know I could take Shadow Sneak. I could definitely take Bitter Blade. And he goes for this Solar Blade. But you know what's funny? Hell yeah. Alright guys, let's jump into this Scarlet Violet Wi-Fi battle versus a person who I'm not sure their name. I got a standard, really good OU team, and I think you guys will like it. Now, before you get started with, oh my god, there's a Mewtwo and a Dialga on his team, it's okay, power creep is a thing, and we're just now into this. So he's going to lead off with a Palafin, get a critical hit flip turn. That's completely okay. They were either going to switch out or go for the flip turn. Slowking doesn't care either way. Now, if you've ever followed me for any type of battles, you will know I am bad with Trick Room teams. But I'm going to go ahead, I made a funny, chillingly bad joke, right? I'm going to go ahead and use that Chilly Reception to swap directly out into something to now handle this Cerulege. Now, as you all know, Cerulege is the mascot. I'm going to go out into Skrikarta. Now, I should have already been using a Violet Bisharp. This is something I wanted to use at the start of Scarlet and Violet, but it's okay. We're here now. We're halfway into Scarlet and Violet, 6 months in, and we are using this, well, 7 months in, and we're using this Pokemon. I'm going to go ahead and terrestrialize into water typing, because there's only a couple scenarios here. Either he terrestrializes straight away into grass, or he just predicts me overly and just goes for Bitter Blade, which works out fine. That does no damage. I can just Swords Dance for free. Now, because I'm a Violate, I know I could take Shadow Sneak. I could definitely take Bitter Blade. And he goes for this Solar Blade. But you know what's funny? Hell yeah. Sorry, M&J TV fan. Great guy. Anyway, so that happens. Solar Blade doesn't trigger because the snow is falling. And I've got a really cool interaction with Chilly Reception that hopefully I'll be able to show you in this game, if not the next one. He's going to bring out the legend, the Mewtwo. I figured either one of two scenarios. He's either going to terrestrialize or he's going to do something. There's no reason he stays in here on the Dark type if he doesn't terrestrialize. He does terrestrialize. He is Focus Sash. And now, because I am water typing, this Psy Strike is going to hit me. But because of that Violet, I live it quite effectively. Now, my thought process is Mewtwo does have a very high special attack stat, and Hisuian Avalugg has a very low special defense stat. But Psy Strike is based on a Pokemon's defenses, which not only, as you already see, the thing that I have in this team, the Chilly Reception is to set up the Snowscape for Hisuian Avalugg. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a Trick Room here. I care nothing about what Mewtwo does to Slowking. Technically, I could just sit here and stall it out. So that's kind of a cool thing. If he goes for Revival Blessing later, he won't have Terra type, so that's really important. He goes out into Dialga the Wish Granter, and I'm having a great time. You know, I should wear pants, except it's, yeah, I should wear pants. I tell a funny bad joke. I'm going to go out into Ursaluna. Now let me tell you something, guys. Ursaluna does not care if you are a Steel type at all. I know I can take hopefully everything from this thing. It's non-stabbed Aura Sphere. I'm going to set up a Swords Dance, and he goes for the Earth Power, which I take very comfortably. And this is a Steel type, right? With defense against normal, right? Yeah, not from Facade Guts Ursaluna. I don't think so. Now, the Trick Room is up, so I have absolutely no fear whatsoever. He goes directly back on to Palafin, and I'm like, okay, so this is his check too. He could just go for a Jet Punch, but I'm thinking, you know what? I get priority because of Trick Room, right? Nope. Jet Punch brings me down to 20 HP, and that's a dead Palafin 0 to hero form. He is out of the way. That is a big threat out of the way. And I have 2 HP left, so the Twisted Dimensions are going to turn back to normal, but I've already done as much damage as I've wanted to do. Guys, I've got to take this opportunity. First of all, if you like music, we're kicking into today's show. Drop a comment down below and let me know. And thank you guys for so much support with Retro Gaming. And the amount of devs and people that I've met that trying to become part of like the whole community of people's games, it has just been phenomenal. So like I said, I feel like you guys kind of deserve this for that. So I'm going to go ahead and get paralyzed on this oncoming Thunder Punch, which obviously is Iron Fist boosted. I get the Trick Room off, I get the recovery off, and I'm pretty sure As long as he goes for something else, I could take it. But I'm going to tell another chillingly bad joke. God, stop me from making so many bad puns in this battle, please. So, Pantala is going to go back into Retro, and now I have Hisuian Avalugg, who does not care about your Drain Punch at all. Ice Body Hisuian Avalugg is one of my favorite things, guys. It is just phenomenal. I think the very first battle I played last night, I did not record, but I beat down like 3 different Ubers with this thing alone, and it was just phenomenal under Trick Room. Anyways, between Ice Body and the Snowscape, it's just phenomenal defense. And also, I have the Mountain Gale, and I really want to make some kind of reference to that in one of these battles with this team. You know, should be coming around the Mountain Gale. Probably like nickname or Gale. Anyway, I'm going to go out into him 2. You guys already saw him 1 versus Corey, so now you've got him 2 to deal with. And him 2 has changed a little bit. I have altered it into a Wikiberry set with Superpower. This one is built around Contrary, and to boost the Trick Room after an Agility, then I outspeed things in Trick Room, and it's fantastic. The Contrary, let me tell you something. I think Contrary Superpower is still really, really bad for the metagame. The little bit that I've played with Contrary Superpower Enamorous, my opponent has literally just been enamored by it. It's just been that moveset that they just hate. So now I go out into Cresselia, who can definitely take a hit from this thing, even a boosted Side Strike. Guys, it's a Cresselia. Funny story, Cresselia was actually one of the very first shinies I ever caught in Dominant Pearl. I chased it, and I actually found a Bold Nature Cresselia all the way back when, after chasing it, and finally rolled a shiny Cresselia. But it's okay, I'm going to go for the Lunar Dance, and the Lunar Dance is going to now bring out Bisharp at full health, which can definitely take a boosted Side Strike, so that's kind of cool. I could also go for the Sucker Punch, but the thing is, I know he's probably going to want to play this mind game with me with Recover, because he knows for a fact that this is his win condition, and he knows he has to preserve it. So that Side Strike does a nice chunk of damage. I live it on half. I just go for Terra Blast Water, and luckily from this range, unluckily for me, I don't quite take it out, and that is unfortunate. That's very, very unfortunate. So I'm going to go ahead now. I could go for the Sucker Punch, but I'm so scared of him clicking Recover, because, like, the moment he recovers, I lose. But luckily, he attacks instead of recovers this time, and the very first time he was out, he actually went for the Recover to play the mind games with me, and that was really, really good when I swapped out. Now he's going to bring out this thing, and this thing is definitely going to Revival Blessing the Mewtwo. That's okay with me. I just have to be very, very careful not allowing Mewtwo to get back up to full health, and that's going to be really, really important. So what's going to happen here is, as he goes for Revival Blessing, hoping that he doesn't want to go for anything else, I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Terra Blast Water, and luckily that does a very nice chunk of damage after my Swords Dance. Actually, I get a crit, and he's on the Focus Sash, so now I can just go for a Sucker Punch, predicting Wild Charge, Close Combat, or anything like that, and this threat is out of the way. So the light screen goes down, and now he's going to bring in this Mewtwo once again, the living legend. But this time, my mans does not have the Terra typing, so I can just go directly for a Terra Blast Water, except I don't even live an unboosted Terra Side Strike, which is kind of interesting, considering I feel like I should have lived that. Now, right here, I could very easily Trick Room stall it out and just go for Surfs and Slack Off. I know after my Leftovers recovery, I will be able to take another Side Strike. I do not use the Assault Veslo King because I need Trick Room. So on his recover right here, I'm just going to set the Trick Room back up. It's very, very important to have that. In the back of my mind, I could either outstall Side Strike or take this thing on 1v1 with Hisuian Avalugg. That was my thought process. Now keep in mind, this is the last Pokemon standing, so he technically is the living legend. And unfortunately, my opponent doesn't want to play this game after the Trick Room Slack Off. He figures that it's not worth it. I do still have Hisuian Avalugg in the back that might be able to take a hit, but also him as well. The notorious HIM. Shout outs to that guy. Link down below in the description. Thank you guys, and until next time, hope you guys enjoyed the battle. Power on, power off.